Hey everyone, I am back and I wanted to do this time a reading on Kavanaugh, and the only reason why I want to do it is because normally, I watch a lot of different tarot readers because I enjoy watching them, and sometimes it's just to see that if their cards match my cards and to see how things are going on. But this Kavanaugh confirmation hearing is kind of bringing in a lot of confusion. Some are predicting that he'll win the confirmation, and others are not seeing it happen. And I just haven't really been I haven't really thought about doing one to throw my thoughts into the fray, but here I am. So the reason I have some sage burning. And the reason why is because it seems like there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear about this guy, about what he does, what he is, what the decisions he's made in the past into it. And the thing is that in all reality, it's like we know that, or if you don't know, but I believe that we're in a karmic stage, basically. The powers that be, this is all intended to happen. It's about exposing the corruptions. It's about exposing a lot of things. So we have to move through all of this without fear and understand that everything, and just hold within you that everything will work out as it's supposed to work out. So I'm just bringing this message to you. So I wanted to take a look at this hearing, and I've paid attention. My goodness, this week has been crazy. It's only Thursday and we've had so many things happen. Could this political time in our history be any more exhaustive? It's like, oh my gosh, first, we have a book coming out. We have the Kavanaugh hearing coming out. We have a president who appears to be very unstable, and a book is coming out about that from a very well-recognized and well-respected journalist. And not only that, there's an anonymous letter that was posted by the New York Post or New York Times, the New York Times, I think, and they about just kind of explaining what's going on in the White House and stuff, and what they're trying to do. And as crazy as it sounds, all the books that have come out so far, all the people, the insider information comes about so far, they're all really consistent stories, just from a different perspective or something. And it really shows a White House that's really kind of in a dysfunction. It seems like there's factions within it, within the White House. So a lot of questions. And you know what? And the thing is that Congress also reflects that. So if you really think about it, it's like they're in chaos. There are a bunch of do-nothings. White House really hasn't been able to pull off stuff. And when they are able to pull off stuff, it's really kind of like people's jaws drop and just go, are you kidding? And it's the same thing with the White House. So when the media is like, oh, it's such a bombshell, it's like, really? Is any of this a bombshell? Is any of this a surprise? Here we are. So the one thing I noticed that, why did they push this Kavanaugh? And I have a second deck in my hand because I don't know if I'm going to need a clarifying deck. So the thing when you're looking at the Congress and as they're going through those procedures, why now? Why race it before midterms? I go, because I don't even need the cards to see this. It's like you have complete chaotic energy. Chaos does not work for either side. It doesn't work for good. It doesn't work for bad. It just is response, and it brings chaos. Things that are supposed to work are suddenly not working. Chaos energy is in play right now. It's just and out of chaos, order arises. But I haven't seen the order starting to rise from the ash yet. Looks like we're still making ashes. So we're waiting for that phoenix to rise. So, but now we have a lot of people that are focusing on their elections. We have a Congress who is incapable of making things happen, and this is probably one of those things most people are thinking, please just still stay a do-nothing Congress. Don't suddenly decide you want to do something and nominate and confirm this guy because of his history. And the other suspect things is there's things that are hidden. It's like the White House is refusing to release really important information. So a lot of people tend to turn to all of us readers and to see if anything can be gleaned from the cards, to be seen into the energies that are playing out right now. to see if Kavanaugh will be confirmed. And there is a lot of, it's really unclear. And so I'm going to see what my cards say and see if it's still matching everybody, or if my cards have done it, give off a different answer. I mean, I don't know what they're going to bring out, but let's give it a shot. So I have my Lumerian seed crystal here to help to give some clarity here, to bring some knowledge into the cards. So, and I have a dragon's blood stone here, and this is to give us patience and to ground. So let us see. I'm going to do my standard spread of the past, the present, what are the challenges, and what are the outcomes. And let's see if we can build a story about what is actually happening and not just trying to get a yes or no. Because maybe we can see the direction of the energy. If we can see the direction of the energy, we can see where his confirmation is heading. And we'll see if it says yes or if it says no. So, I don't know. It's very hard when you have chaos energy to predict anything. So, and that's where we are. We definitely, if you saw that Seven of Swords, we got some sneakiness happening. We need some strength. And we need things revealed. The Sun. So let's see if the cards will... There's some secrets, lots of secrets. We already know that. Why is Congress going crazy? What is the energy direction with this Kavanaugh hearing? And where is it going to take us? Where is it going to take this hearing? What's going to happen? Let's hope we can get a clarity and understanding. That's where we want to be. All right. Well, and the overarching theme is justice, you know, and we all know what that is. It's like this is a confirmation hearing for a justice position. So this could be talking about the Kavanaugh hearing. We are looking for justice. I mean, we know that, you know, one side, I think it's very divided. One side wants him in and the other side doesn't want him in. But the overarching theme is, I think we might be starting on the right track. We are talking about the hearing for Supreme Court Justice, which is Kavanaugh. So, kind of like tilted. Let's get that straight. There you go. All right, the past. Here we are. We know that the past, there's been some fighting, a hurry up, this charging energy. We know that's happened. There were some backdoor deals to get this thing moving forward, fast tracking it. Democrats are probably kicking themselves in the butt because here we are in a circus of an event and everything is very superheated. Emotions are superly high. We know we have a Congress that is not very functional, trying to function at the moment. So we've got a lot of charging energy. It's all heading forward. So presently, we are dealing with foolish energy. So, usually the Fool is like new beginnings. New beginnings is a new journey, and you can be a fool. You're not going to worry about what you're doing when you're moving forward, or, you know, you're not worried about whether you succeed or you fail. It's about the journey. This is the Fool. But we're not in a new journey. We're currently in the middle of this. So I'm going to look at this as a foolish endeavor. So, you know, people are making foolish decisions. It probably was a very foolish time to bring this forward because everything really is just, you're dealing with chaos energy and you're trying to confirm a Supreme Court. Fools rush in, or they're rushing into this, they're rushing into it foolishly. That's basically what that says. So what's the challenge? The challenge is to, this is the Two of Wands, which would be seeking sound advice. You're seeking sound advice or making sound decisions. You could even be looking to sound advice, but I think the thing is they're unable to make sound advice. And if you kind of see him, he's kind of looking at the Fool. So it's like you're looking to the Fool for advice when the Fool is not being very, you know, very wise. He's making foolish decisions. If we're looking at this card as a, you know, being a person, an act being foolish, and something that should not be done. It can be plain and clear to see it's foolish. So challenge is making the decisions, making sound decisions. Outcome, the devil. So the devil. I'm not going to say that this says that he's going to win or not going to win, because that doesn't, but it definitely says they're making a deal with the devil. So Kavanaugh is Trump's pick. Are we making a fool with the devil? This guy that's going to be confirmed is going to cause. He's not going to be in the good of the best interests of the general population as a whole, as like all men are created equal. He's very against Roe versus Wade. He wants to overturn it. And I mean, I know there's people out there saying, oh, no, he won't do that. He's a fair judge. Those are the people that are saying that are the people that want Roe versus Wade to overturn. So there's a lot of, strange philosophies going on out there. Anyways, so this is are they going to make a deal with the devil? The outcome is that he definitely is tied. Is it revealed that he is tied to the devil? Is he chained to the tie of the devil, or is Congress with their foolish endeavors, this foolish racing this thing to confirmation hearing, is it going to end up in being chained to the devil? So, and will the people accept that devil? So. All right, so here we are. Let's build upon this. So right now, it does not say whether or not he's going to get the position or not. It's kind of just it's just laying out the energy of what it is. So let's build upon this. So in the past, it's been burdened. They've been burdened with it, It's like they know they're a do-nothing Congress, so whenever they get a chance, they're going to try to. They do this burst of speed, and it's like, oh my God, rush, hurry. No thought, no care into it, just hurry. And now they're burdened. The burden is to look like they're doing something. So if they do go out into the world and try to keep their seats, they're like, oh yeah, we're doing our job, But we know that there's a lot of arguing to appear to be busy, to be doing something, to be working for the people. The present. So nostalgia, right. So nostalgia, the idea of going back to the past. And I think when you're looking at these extreme candidates, like Kavanaugh a little bit, with the idea of him wanting to overturn Roe versus Wade, and he also stating that he believes that the president is above the law and cannot be charged with any sort of crime while he's president, which to me is ludicrous. No man should be above the law. This is kind of hearkening back to a time of like kingships, that type of thing. And the foolish idea of going back into this nostalgic, where literally women had no rights, backdoor alley abortions. You have a lot of morality issues. And I'm not saying that all the past was bad. There was a lot of really good things about it, but we definitely have come a long way from the slaveries. Men not all, even though we said all men are created equal, it was like only certain men or only certain people. Women were not allowed to vote. I mean, we were able to fix all of that, or at least bring in a more equal type of legislation that applies to everybody and not just certain people. So there are nice things in the past, but there are foolish things in the past, and that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the foolish things in the past that these people want to bring back in. So this confirmation hearing really is, dealing with these foolish endeavors with this candidate that probably has different ideals that are not necessarily maybe aligned with the majority population's thought patterns. So the challenge is heartbreak. So they're unable to make decisions, wise decisions, because the fool is in their way. And because of that, they are going to have heartbreak. I mean, there's going to be setbacks. There's going to be backstabbing. There's going to be a lot of fighting. And usually with heartbreak, we grow our wisdom. We grow in wisdom. But we're not having that issue right here. So the challenge is, will they learn? Have they learned from their mistakes? No. So we could be heading for another heartbreak. The challenge is to prevent a heartbreak, but I don't I think that is a very hard challenge when you're not making wise decisions because the fool's in your way. So the outcome is money. Money is going to drive this. All right. Money is going to drive this. This whole hearing. Money is driving it. The people of money, the people of power, people tied to the devil. So the outcome is that are they revealed or are they going to get his confirmation? The people of money are trying to confirm their candidate into the Supreme Court. So, all right, we're getting closer. So we're getting a bigger picture about what's happening. So working hard but not satisfied. The Seven of Pentacles. So they are working hard but they're not satisfied with any of the outcomes so far. Now this is in the past. They aren't satisfied because they, both parties are not getting what they want. It's like you have the Republicans going, we're in control of everything, but we can't get anything done. And you have the Democrats who literally have no power and they're trying to march forward and they're not making any success. So they're working hard, but they're not satisfied with what's happening. So, okay, we have a leaving card here. So I have a feeling that maybe the first portion of this, they're not going to come to any sort of consensus right now at this point. They're leaving, or something is going to come up that's going to cause it to stall. There's some rough waters. There's not everything is being revealed. Something may come up. It could very well be, the chaos that's erupting out of the White House right now. That could be causing some issues. It could be that some of members of Congress could get caught up in that whole windstorm. So there's some troubled waters going on. We could have some stalling of motions because there's just so much chaos that nothing can move forward. So, and it could be just, here's a funny thing. They're heading towards heartbreak. You kind of look at the path like this, right? Heading towards heartbreak. I don't know, but this is a challenge. So let's find out what the challenge is. What's the challenge to this leaving card? Oh, yeah. The hidden agendas, the hidden things, the things that are coming out right now are causing, a lot of these guys probably have heavy duty indigestion, heavy duty sleep insomnia. The challenge is that, they're being kept up at night. There's worries, a lot of things. The challenge is to not have these things, not to be that, but this is causing some worries. So outcome here, illusions, delusions. Now, if this was in the present position, I would say they're weighing all their options, but this is the outcome. We've got some delusions here. We don't have something, concrete. We have whatever the outcome is at this moment in time, both sides are going to spin it to make it sound like that they came out on top. So I would probably say there's something that delays this. I don't think there's a final, but we'll find out. We got one more card here. So we have news. We have news coming forth. All right. I don't have a definite answer of him winning. I have answers that big money, it's all tied. The information that comes out is all tied to the devil. Money is tied to the devil. We have some illusions where people are going to be spinning it however they can to the best lights to themselves. So I see some sort of delay. Something is happening. I see a delay here. I don't have my cards didn't give me a definite answer. I see delays. I see stomach aches. I see insomnia. I see heartache. These are challenges. I see unable to make wise decisions because we have the foolish card here. Fools rush in and we're going to get this chaos. And that's where we are. I think that's what it is. With no level-headedness coming into this, with no sound strategy going into this. It's just rush it and then throw everything and then, oh, let's hide some stuff. Let's do this. Let's do that. This chaotic energy is not going to, I think something's going to happen that's going to, they're going to rush and they're going to push it. They're going to fight it, but it's going to come down and they're going to have to make an announcement of some sort. And that's where the spinning comes in. So I don't know. So let's ask one more time. Let's see if I can ask. Will Kavanaugh be confirmed as a Supreme Court Justice? I don't know. Okay, so we have to go to the end. Will he be confirmed? To the end. To the end. The chaotic energy is so hard to read, you know, because it could change at any moment. When you have things going you think should be working in a certain way, and then suddenly something comes in and throws it out of disarray. Chaos energy is hard to predict, because there's no... Usually when you're looking through energies, you can see one action leads to another action, and usually it's pretty predictable. That's how we can, you know, kind of give an idea of how things are going to end. But when you have chaos energy, anything at any moment can disrupt. So I don't know, but let's see. We have the Strength card. So it looks like from the outside, there's some winning, there's some new beginning, there's Trump, and secrets. So fortunately for this one, it looks like he is going to be confirmed from this particular one. But there's some secrets, Trump's involved. It's going to take some strength. There's some new beginnings and stuff here. So, but I'm going to tell you one more thing. When you read the cards, this kind of gives it an idea of a win. Is it a legitimate win? We know Trump is here, but the way I usually read yes and no cards, if I do a yes and no spread just based on yes and no, my way I do it is all the major arcana and the court cards are yes cards, and all the numbered cards, like ace through 10, are no cards, right? So when you do a 5 card and you say, okay, will somebody... You give a yes or no question, then you count them up. So you count up all the majors in the courts, and then that will be yes, or you know, those are the yes cards, and then you count up all the numbered cards, and those are no. The one that has the most cards is what it is, right? So if I do it by that way, I only have 2 major cards and I have 3 minor cards. So this would be a no. But if you read the spread and the message, yes, and it's Trump, there's the victory, but there's secrets, there's a new beginning, and there's strength. But if you read it by just the simple fact of yes or no, the way I read yes and no's, it's a no. So it still could go either way. Really, in all honesty, it's not there. The energy of chaos is still very powerful in this particular hearing. So that could probably explain why all of us tarot readers are having kind of an issue with trying to figure out, get a solid answer and coming to consensus. So I hope this is helpful. I don't think it would bring any comfort, but maybe it would explain why things are so whacked out right now. So, all right, until next time, thanks. Bye.